Hey folks, Sam here, and welcome to another Tennis Express racket review. In this video, we focus on the Wilson Blade 100 V7. Though we had previously seen a lighter version of the 100 blade, this version has a more common 325 swing weight. Wilson used the same top grip taper that they used on the other V7 blades to improve the comfort for the top hand on a two-handed backhand. The 100 also uses FeelFlex technology to increase flex and make the racket more stable in today's big-hitting modern game. The 16x19 string pattern feels quite a bit more spaced out compared to the Blade 98, and the thicker 22mm beam delivers more free power and extra stability. Let's check in with Alex and Jeannie for their thoughts on the Wilson Blade 100 V7. Special thanks to Lifetime Tennis and Athletic at the Galleria for letting us use their outstanding tennis facility.
The Blade 100 was probably my favorite racket that I've played with lately. I've been a huge fan of the Blade since several generations ago, and it's been my personal racket of choice, so I've had a lot of experience playing with blades. This one's been pretty interesting. Most blades I've played with are all the 98, so adding this 2 extra square inches gave me a little bit more sweet spot and just a little bit more forgiveness as far as how much room I had to hit with on the racket. I had a lot of success with my ground strokes. I got a lot of clearance. I got a lot of consistent shots in it. I got as much spin as I was looking for, so I wasn't disappointed. All in all, I think this is a really good addition to the family. It opens the Blade up to a few more players as far as the specs of this racket. It's a really good all-around racket, so I think a lot of players can fit in it, mostly for people that are looking to, rip some balls from baseline and get up and put some volleys away and play an all-court game.
The new Wilson Blade 100 for me was at first a little bit difficult to get used to. A few things that I noticed was that the racket is very good in terms of controlling the ball. I was actually taking the ball a little bit early than most times. On my serve, I enjoyed the fact that I could really just, be able to set up properly and just hit the serve where I needed it to go. I particularly like the feel. That's what my biggest thing was from this racket. On my forehand, I had a lot more touch to it, but also a lot more control with this racket. So I would recommend this racket to all players out there that are looking for something that has a lot of feel, that has a lot of control. I think that you will really enjoy the difference that it brings about to your game as well.
The number one thing I can take away from this is that the string pattern seems so much more spacious and open. It's a lot easier to generate topspin with this 100 compared to either of the Blade 98s. I had my most success during the play test really trying to drive through the ball, taking the ball early. This seems to really handle pace well, and I could step in and take control of the point even with a shorter backswing. Though the frame only has a slight change to the head size from 98 to 100, it seems to really give the racket a little bit more power. The same comfort comes from the FeelFlex technology as the other blades, but this again it reminds me actually of an oversized racket in terms of the extra stability from a little bit of a wider hoop. The Blade 100 is going to be designed for any player that loves the feel of the Blade racket franchise, but just needs a little bit more punch and help finishing off points. All in all, Wilson continues a great tradition with the Blade racket franchise. The 100 gives you a little bit more weight. It's pretty much the same solid feel that you're going to get from the Blade franchise, comfort from the FeelFlex technology, stability from the larger head, and that string pattern is going to be a little bit more grippy than on the previous versions of the Blade. Thanks for checking out our Tennis Express racket review of the Wilson Blade 100 V7. For more information on when you can get your hands on one, check out the info below. As always, keep it right here at Tennis Express for the latest and greatest releases from all your favorite brands.